day. This is the 4th day that we're having the conference Criminalise Nuclear War Systems here in Latvia, in Jūrmala, on the very coast of the Baltic Sea. And here you can see the program of the day, of what we are about to do. And it will be a fabulous day, as we will find methodology. We will sketch it in, the starting structure, the core of the structure of how to criminalize systems of nuclear war without hurting the people in them. And there will be discussion about the illegitimate New World Order that we have on the planet right now, almost established. And this is Perdana Peace Foundation in Malaysia, who had a conference on this subject. And then I will introduce also Criminalise War Foundation, which have had conference on criminalizing war for many years now. And this is about war as killing, massive killing, which is a criminal act. And we will discuss current and higher laws. And I'll show you how people have been trying to criminalize nuclear weapons, and discuss why that is not enough. Criminalizing nuclear weapons is not enough. And we will also discuss current laws in perspective with higher laws involved, and criminality of the nuclear weapons system matrix in a higher laws perspective. And that is exactly where I would like to start the day, actually. And I will give the floor to Professor Christopher Busby, who will elaborate the subject of current and higher laws. The floor is yours, Christopher Busby.
Oh, what now? This afternoon.
No, not 3 minutes, you said you needed to prepare it.
Yeah, no, I'm prepared. I can do it, but...
Okay, shall I close this? You don't need this, yeah?
No, well, you were going to put count up, weren't you?
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Why don't we start again then? You can
No.
cut it and then I...
No, you can talk. You're on.
Right. Well, some years ago, I was invited to Malaysia by the ex-president of Malaysia, whose name is Tun Mahathir Mohamad. And he had, which at that time to me seemed like an extraordinary idea, which was to criminalise war. Because what Mohamad said was, in peacetime, we have laws, and all countries have these laws, that make it illegal to kill people. You have laws against murder. So if you go and shoot somebody or stab them or kill them in some way, you are almost universally sanctioned. You're put in jail, or in some societies you're killed. So we have laws against murder, but then in wartime, in times of war, when you declare war, just by the statement of some country writing a declaration of war, suddenly you're allowed to do anything you like in terms of killing people. You can kill anybody you like and nobody sanctions you. So this was an interesting concept for me, and this Perdana Peace Foundation still exists, and they still criminalise war, and they actually criminalise individuals. So one of the things that I was doing there was I was giving evidence about the effects of uranium weapons which had been used in Iraq by what were then called the Allies, by Tony Blair and by George W. Bush. And these people were tried by a proper court of judges in Malaysia, high court judges from various countries, and Mahathir brought in witnesses from all over about what had happened, and he also cross-examined them with lawyers for the prosecution and lawyers for the defence. And at the end, a jury decided, or the judges, a system panel of judges decided that Tony Blair and George W. Bush were guilty of war crimes. And the question was then, what can you do? You know, I mean, because obviously you can't arrest this guy, and this is an independent tribunal. It has no legal status on the world stage. It was just, if you like, sui generis. It was just created. But he said what you can do is that you can then sanction them by adding to their name or stating that after their name should be written in any communication or in the media the term war criminal. So from then on you say Tony Blair, war criminal, visited this country and gave a talk and so forth. Of course none of this really happened. But the interesting thing is that they did have a law, a legal entity, this legal trial of Tony Blair and George W. Bush. And really it hasn't done very much. I mean, unfortunately, it seems to me. Anyway, so this led me at the time, and I hadn't thought of this a lot before, to try and investigate in my own mind, or to try and elaborate in my own mind, or discuss with various people, and these were people at the conference too, what is meant by criminalising war. And in this context that we're here today to discuss is what is meant by criminalising nuclear war or nuclear weapon systems. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. No, I'm not. I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm going to put somebody else on the camera. Litter!